What is up, Nerd Nation? It's your boy Hunter here from Film Nerd TV, and this is our Riverdale recap show, Season 2, Episode 5, When a Stranger Calls. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Chance Ellison, who seems to be here a shit ton lately.
Yeah, I think I had to look the record for most shows on this channel, and I'm not even a part of it, so how about that?
Well, you are now.
Well, I am now.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Ready to talk some Riverdale.
Oh, hell yes. So, you guys know how this show works. We're going to go over all our pros of the episode. We're going to go over our cons, and then we're also going to give it a rating at the end. Now, this is also spoiler alert because we're going to go in-depth discussion over Riverdale Season 2, Episode 5. So, Chance, why don't you start with one of your pros?
One of my pros of this episode, one of my pros of this entire season, really. I like the South Side point of view of this episode in this season because, you know, the first season they were just kind of there, like the South Side weren't fleshed out. They were just where all the criminals live. Then we take, you know, an in-depth look at that side of town. You realize, oh no, these guys are people. Because like the North Side, they're pretty much a scapegoat for anything wrong in Riverdale, which is illustrated because even in like the last episode where just like Dilton Doily was stabbed by a serpent, I called it last week. I knew it. He did stab himself.
Did he really?
And then
I don't remember that, but
yeah, it was like in like the very first scene where they're talking about building the pipe bomb, which different issue. But yeah, they talk about how Dilton stabbed himself, said the Southside Serpents did it, and then there were no questions asked because according to Sheriff Keller, that's an airtight alibi.
Hey! We got it in!
We got it!
Look at that!
Early on this week.
What was the airtight alibi though?
We actually heard it this time. Just he was walking down the street, some serpents jumped him.
Yep. So
technically, Sheriff Keller heard that and was like,
technically, it was very airtight.
Technically, but it still wasn't the truth.
Oh God. Well, granted,
yeah,
we're not sure who to believe because the serpents could lie to Jughead and say, "Hey, you know, they lied," and then.
I'm pretty sure because like the guy who pulled the knife in that scene looked. If you see his silhouette and his clothes, it looked like Doily. I'm thinking it really was Doily.
It more than likely it was, but you know. All right, so it's my turn to go.
Never know.
My pros.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna start with a small one, but I just found it funny: the return of evil pixie sticks.
Yeah, I never know too. Evil pixie stick make a return. Oh God.
And they actually have a point in this one because it makes everybody go fucking insane.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to like the first time where they were just there. Like that picture, that's like the junior version. That's like the junior version of the Quaalude scenes from Wolf of Wall Street.
I just want to start with that one because I literally have it written down as the return of evil pixie sticks.
Yeah.
So thank you. All right, guys. So on this show, Jingle Jangle is not known as that. It's known as Evil Pixie Sticks.
Because we can take that name more seriously than Jingle Jangle.
Oh, granted, Jingle Jangle does sound like such an Archie name.
Why it's hard for us to take that seriously. So we're calling it Evil Pixie Sticks and we're sticking with it. Yep.
And that's the damn truth.
All right, so next pro for you. Since that was a little one.
Okay, let's go to Jughead officially joining the Serpents, which I ended up liking.
I thought his initiation montage I thought that was a really cool scene. Like, I really did like the beginning of this, where just like they're standing over his bed, and just like your initiation begins now. You must watch the beast. I thought they were gonna pull out a snake or some shit, and then just hot dog.
Oh, it's just a dog. A cute little dog.
Even Jughead's like, seriously? Name Hot Dog, which that is an Archie reference because Jughead's dog in the comics was called Hot Dog.
Hot Dog. Yep. But yeah, man. I didn't think I would really like seeing, Jughead join the Serpents because Jughead's always been such a good guy. But this season has done something. It's turned me around because, like, he's walking the edge of, I want to still be loyal to my friends, but I also want to make new friends and really do this because I can trust the serpents.
No, especially, and yeah, like after last season, like you see, like the North Side was literally trying to force out Jughead. So we're just like, well, you guys want me anyways, and this seems like a logical step. He knows that like tensions are rising because Archie's causing a lot of trouble with the South Side. I think he figures like he could be like his man on the inside, kind of help him out, make sure like nothing goes down. Even I think it was a line that fuck, what's her name? What's the serpent girl's name? I forget.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, even like Tony has a line where it's like, hey, your dad was the one that kept the peace between the North and South Side, but now he's gone. So tensions are high.
I think they're trying to make Jughead in this season almost like FP, where he's the one that's going to join the Serpents, but he's really going to try to keep the peace between the North Side and the South Side.
No, so and like when this episode started, like you understand why he was doing. He was doing this because like this town needs a peacekeeper, and since FP's gone, Jughead's got to step up.
Oh yeah, I just like the whole part of where they're kicking his ass, just which going on that, it doesn't really make sense because why would you want to injure a member of your gang, which you're probably going to need if you're in a fight with somebody, but
it's just like we're gonna beat the crap out of you. 2 days later, all right, we're going to do a street ball. Jughead, come with us. Oh wait,
wow. Jughead's decapitated.
Yeah, I saw like what
out with the brass knuckles.
Yeah, Sleepy had brass knuckles. I'm like, you stupid! Are you trying to kill this guy or trying to get him to join your gang?
And I know they probably weren't going to go this far, but I kind of thought that they were going to have him try to kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I could have seen it going there, but that doesn't really seem like it's the South Side MO. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, just in gangs in general, that's usually, more than likely, that's usually an initiation is you're going to have to either kill somebody or you're going to have to do something that could enter someone's life. So I was kind of expecting them to, like, make him go after Archie or go.
Nah, I knew they were going to go that route just because, they need they need to keep Jughead somewhat redeemable, and, like, this is the only way they can get him on the inside of the Serpents. So I understand why they were doing this, and also because, in accordance with the Serpent Code, like, killing's not their MO. Like, that's not what they do. I mean, they do it, but they're not happy. They don't.
Rules have officially changed since FP left.
Changed.
All right, so go ahead and tell me one of your pros.
All right, we already covered the initiation, which that was a little bit. Something I like about this episode: Alice Cooper's finally being called on her bullshit.
Yeah, I have that.
It's like for literally like 2 seasons, she's acted so high and mighty with everybody, and yeah, this is pretty much a case of like, hey, the pot calling the kettle black. Like she's judging all these people when she herself had a criminal past, and I like that we're exploring that.
Oh yeah,
especially because Alice Cooper deserves it because literally, if you look at it, everything bad in Riverdale kind of stems from Alice Cooper.
Yeah, especially when she immediately, like, I don't know why she does this, but she'll like go to like the mayor and be like, oh, I have this story, and she's like, don't publish it. Oh, already did.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why you came to the mayor anyway. Just publish the damn thing.
You're gonna do it anyway.
It's pretty much it's kind of like asking for like your girlfriend's father's blessing to marriage. And it's just like, no, oh, well, we already got married. So why did you ask?
Yeah, it's like, dude, what's the point if you're gonna publish it anyway? Like,
and I give her a heads up, but yeah, like she's been doing like awful shit since this show began, and I'm glad she's finally getting some comeuppance for it.
Yeah. All right, so I'll say one of my pros, which is probably going to be a big one, so we can go into detail about this one.
Yeah.
backstory of this episode, the relationship between Betty and the Black Hood, with him calling on the phone and making her do, all sorts of crap, getting Veronica out of her life by saying she's just stuck up. She's always stuck up and using her friends. And then,
right.
No more Bughead.
Yeah, okay, but first of all, yeah, like, I thought when she went off on Veronica, I was like, oh, God, the Black Hood got in her head. But no, like, he asked her, he told her to do that.
Yeah.
You can tell the Black Hood's playing with her for some reason. And
yeah.
I'm really curious to figure out why. And also, I think, like, what did I say the first episode we started doing? I told you, like, at some point they were going to break up. Although, since it's this early in the season. But anyways, yeah, like, I like the mind games.
I don't think they'll be able to get back together.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But, yeah, I like the mind games that Black Hood's playing. Although, I will say, like, he says, like, you do this for me, I can answer any questions. Why, your very first question, who are you?
Well,
gonna send you a lot of time.
Well, if you remember in the call, he said, you cannot ask for my name.
That was real name. Did he say that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He said that in the when she calls him again, because she has to do the one job. So he's like, yeah, you get one question, but you can't ask who I am.
Well, I thought I must have missed that. Well, never mind then. But yeah, like I love.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, the Black Hood's someone who really knows Betty, like, really well. Like that last scene, another one of my pros is like the last scene with her actually in the hood in that house. Like that was a really good tension-filled scene.
Oh yeah, especially with with the Black Hood being in the house, which I now understand when a stranger calls that.
Yeah.
The killer's in the house.
Yeah.
Riverdale. I saw what you did there.
Very clever.
Very clever. But just the whole Betty and Black Hood, Betty's speech really, I guess, what's the word? Making this all happen, like influencing the Black Hood to go after criminals, to go after the drug dealers. Which, oh no, I hope this doesn't happen, but Reggie, man, you are in trouble.
Oh, Reggie?
Reggie's in trouble. Reggie's in trouble.
That's right.
Holy shit. No, do not kill off Asian dude, bro, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie's in some shit.
All right, so go ahead and say one of your pros again.
Another one of my pros. It's a short one, but it's in the scene where they find Nikki about to, and it's a scene where like all three girls are beating up on him.
We're going there already, huh? We're going there already.
Well, that's my last pro. I have to talk about that because like
I have the Cheryl story on my pros also.
Yeah, in that scene, there's like the scene where like all three of the girls are beating up on Nick, and it's a really good homage to the movie Death Proof, to the end of the movie Death Proof, because it ends the same way with three girls beating up on. I thought that was a really good reference.
Yeah. I don't know how we should discuss this topic without like, making it too controversial, but
right.
I do like how they ended this with them rushing to the room, which the slow-mo effect is actually used really good in this episode with them running down the hall and, you see the close quarters and all that stuff. I do like the slow-mo on that one. But when he spikes the drink and,
there's like
dizzy and
someone was reading Bill Cosby's playbook. Oh, come on, like she got roofied. You can't have that and not bring up Cosby at some point.
Oh, you went there. You went there. I wasn't gonna do it, so it had to be.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Yep. But just the way that they, really, it wasn't done for laughs either. It was really done in the right way of the seriousness behind it. You know, showing him spike the drink, and you know what happens after that, and you just get dizzy, and then you know all the girls figuring out, you know, oh shit, you know, Nick just took her somewhere. This can't be good. Which another thing, how the fuck did Veronica know that he spiked the drink?
I think it's because like during the song he saw what's her face, Cheryl, kind of like out of it.
Oh.
And like Nick taking her out, and he just admitted he just admitted that he essentially admitted he's done some slimy shit in the past.
True.
So it's like something about that didn't seem right, and hell, she was right.
Yeah, and just like, and this, I love the fact that this was done real serious and like, no, they didn't pull no punches about it.
No, they didn't.
You knew what was going on, and the fact that Veronica and Josie and the Pussycats got there in time to stop him and just beat his ass, man.
Yeah, that was pretty gratifying, just because like from the very first scene Nick came on screen, I'm like,
Nick
this
was
guy's
an
a
asshole.
slime. He was, and it's kind of like Hiram Law. They did a terrible job of trying to hide it.
Yeah, but I think that was the whole point of the Nick character, was they brought him in just to be that slimy, like, ex. I don't know what he is,
exactly.
Veronica.
No,
But
totally.
let me go to my last point. Tony and Jughead, man. Seems like they're together now.
Well, you know, things could change between episode to episode. Maybe that's the one-time thing of weakness. Jughead apparently moves on quick.
Yeah, apparently.
He didn't wait 24 hours from hearing Judge.
Well, granted,
Tony.
she kind of kissed him, though.
Huh?
Tony
Yeah,
kind of
she
kissed
did.
Jughead first.
Which is why I'm not sure. It's actually going to become a thing. But it could. I saw it coming.
Yeah, but to be honest, I kind of like this relationship more than Jughead and Betty. I feel like in the few episodes that we've seen Jughead and Tony, I feel like they have better chemistry together. Even though I like Jughead and Betty, I do feel like it was more of, there was two opposites. Like Betty's always, you know, the good girl, and you kind of see that dark side of Jughead coming out. So now you have the serpent badass that Tony is, and Jughead, who's now a serpent. So I kind of see them having better chemistry along the way.
Maybe. I kind of disagree there because...
And the fact that you could kind of tell that she wasn't trying to push Jughead to join the Serpents. At one point, she was actually trying to stop him from doing it. So, I mean, that kind of shows that she cares about him, and you can tell that he kind of cares about her, too, because they're always hanging out together, and they're solving the mysteries together and all that stuff.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'll disagree with you because I do think Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart, who plays Betty, I think they have better chemistry than the two of them, probably because I've seen them interact for a season and change. And I've seen these two for a few episodes.
Okay, so let's go into one of my last pros, which is, I literally have one here, no more Bughead. Points.
You had that as a pro?
The breakup.
Really? I don't consider that a pro. I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? I think it makes sense in a story perspective. I wouldn't consider it a pro. I think the scene was really good because like Betty said to Archie, be gentle, and then as soon as he saw the serpent, he's like, nah, bitch, I'm gonna unload on this dude. But I think that's kind of what's gonna drive Jughead to the dark side per se.
All right, so let's go into, since that's all my pros, let's go to our cons. Why don't you start with about it?
Okay, so first of all, it's the whole like Nick storyline. Although I did think the twist with him and Cheryl was interesting. I didn't see that coming, but I did see as soon as it came to the screen, I'm like, this character's gonna be up to no good, and the show proved me right. Like it was just predictable. Like he's pretty much like Jordan Belfort Jr. He's on screen, you know exactly where his storyline was going to go, and I think that kind of detracted from the whole episode.
I mean, that was kind of set up though, especially when she was like, when Veronica was like, he used to always hit on me when we were younger, and he was always out partying, and
right.
She kind of like Veronica kind of got us to the point where we know what to expect from him.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it wasn't set up. I'm just saying like. I'm just saying. What's what I'm looking for? It's still predictable. Like you could still tell exactly where that story was going until the very last third, which I will give them props for that. But
yeah.
with that scene in the middle, like I totally saw that coming, and that kind of detracted from the whole episode for me.
So since I only have one, do you have any more cons on yours?
Any cons? Well, we already addressed my issue with Betty and the questions. But one more con I have. It's not really on this episode. It's on this show as a whole. They're moving fast. Like they're not wasting time.
Yeah.
Which that could compromise the season as a whole, in my opinion, just because like you look at the first one. You look at the first season. That was 10 episodes, and it felt like 10 episodes felt perfectly paced. This one we have like double the episodes.
Oh, really? It's like 20-some episodes?
Yeah, they're coming. They have a full season this time.
Oh, awesome. So here's my theory about that. I feel like we're going to find out who the Black Hood is, who's under the hood, probably midway through this season. And then, the half, from episode 10 to the final episode is going to be them trying to catch him. And him leaving clues and all that stuff.
Right.
So
maybe
like a real manhunt.
Yeah, I'm just concerned they're employing. I'm concerned they're showing their hand too early. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Granted, they're actually doing a pretty good job of like throwing me off guard a little bit because I'm not sure who's under the Black Hood.
Oh, really? You're off your old theory?
No, I'm still on that, but now I have somebody new.
Oh, okay. Well, let's keep going.
Which we'll get that to the theories, but let me go into one of my only con real quick. And it's a nitpick, but Archie pretty much just ruined Buckhead. Like they are not going to get back together after what Archie said to him.
Well, okay, that's my thing. Like I would say that if this didn't happen so soon. Like this is episode 5 of the 20-episode season, so I feel like by the end of the season they're gonna either.
What I see is I see Betty getting with Archie.
Yeah, although I don't see a point because like if they were really done, I think it'd be Betty and Jughead. I think it'd be Betty and Jughead by themselves. The fact that they had Archie do it makes me think like they're gonna get back together at some point.
Well, I don't know because. Like, the way Archie really went down on Jughead,
right?
I don't see Jughead going, crawling back to Betty. And if Betty, crawls back to Jughead, he's going to say no because of what Archie said. Like, Archie was like, she sees where you're going. You're a serpent. Why don't you get out of here? He brought the hammer down hard on Jug.
Oh, he did, absolutely. But the fact that like it wasn't Betty doing it makes me think we're not done yet. See what I'm saying?
See, the way I saw it coming was I thought she was going to use the fact that he's always around Tony to kind of call it off. Because if you notice, that's been getting a play where she's like, "Oh, you're hanging out with Tony again. Oh, you and Tony are doing this." I thought she was going to, break it off because he was hanging around Tony a lot and. That was just my theory, but like Archie, man, once he saw Jug with that, with the
Sweet Pea,
with Sweet Pea, all the kindness went out the window.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that was a very nitpick con, but overall, I love this episode.
Yeah, it was a good one. We had a good one this week.
Yeah. So, have any more cons, or do you want to go ahead and give your rating?
Nah, I'm out, so we can go to ratings.
All right, so go ahead and give your rating first, and I'll give mine.
this is it's a pretty good episode. Not gonna lie, it's not. Still don't think it's the best this season, but I think a very, very solid effort. I'll give this one I'll give it a 4.
A 4? I'm a little bit higher than yours this week. Overall, I love this episode. I do think it possibly could be the best of the season so far. Just for all the intertwining stories that sets up for next episodes, and all the big reveals, and the Black Hood Betty storylines, the whole seriousness of the Nick character and what happened with Cheryl and how serious that they took that. I'm going to give this episode a 4.8 out of 5.
Oh, wow. Because the highest episode, the highest rating you've given since we started doing this.
I think so, actually.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was just a perfect episode with I had a nitpick con, but.
Yeah. Okay. I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. All right. So let's go into our Riverdale theories. Do you have any theories that you want to, or ideas of where the season is going to go in general, or what you want to see?
Yeah. So, as far as Black Hood, I'm still sticking with my original theory, which anyone's new joining us, I think is going to be Greg Hedinger, who is the Black Hood, who was the most recent Black Hood in the comics. Well, actually, hold on, because it's someone Betty's seen before, so I felt they're going to retcon to have them met sometime.
Well, I do have a theory about that.
As far as where it's going, I'll say the Betty Jughead breakup was so early, since that was episode 5. They're already broken up. I feel like they're going to be back together by the end of the season.
Okay, see, I don't. Hold on, let me write down something real quick. Yes. You have any more?
Nope, that's it. Oh wait, hold on. John, the Nick, the moment at the end where she says give me another name so I won't hurt Polly, and she gives him Nick St. Clair, who was the guy who roofied Cheryl.
Yep.
I would be shocked if. I hope they kill Nick, but I'm not hanging my hat on it. I don't think it's gonna happen because if they did.
On IMDb, the actor who plays Nick is scheduled to be in 3 episodes.
Okay,
so I feel like we're going to see him probably next episode, and then probably the last episode that he's in, the Black Hood is going to kill him.
Maybe. There could be flashbacks also, so who knows?
True.
But hey, as we know, even the Black Hood does go after Nick, he's probably going to survive because the Black Hood sucks at killing.
2 of our
2 running
regular episode jokes. So 1, apparently the Black Hood sucks at his job, and 2,
the airtight alibis.
Airtight alibi. Oh my God. The airtight alibi for the Black Hood is he can't shoot. It can't be me. I can't shoot a gun.
I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. You think I tried to kill 3 people?
Okay, let's go to one of my theories, which is also, this is technically counted as 2, but it's in the same family.
Right.
Again, I'm still on either it's going to be Hal or it's going to be Betty's adopted brother that they talked about.
I was thinking that when the season started, but they've already cast the guy, and he doesn't fit the description.
I mean, he could always wear green contacts.
He could, but he's also a younger dude. He's short. It could be. That's a possibility because we do know that Chick Cooper is gonna appear in this season, but we haven't seen him yet. Yeah.
So yeah, it's gotta be someone that Betty knows and is very close to Betty. And
Chick Cooper
to go after her like that.
My question is, if it is Chick Cooper, how would he know all this stuff about Betty? Because he hasn't Betty until the last season. Betty didn't know this guy existed.
Facebook.
He's
just like, oh, you're a Jughead? Not anymore.
It's like in a relationship with Jughead, got him next. Frequent friends, Veronica Lodge. See, likes Nancy Drew. Okay, we're noting that down.
He's like following her, writing stuff down in the background.
Exactly.
And the second theory I have is I feel like we're going to see more of Jughead having to become a serpent. More of that dilemma of, does he fight with the serpents with the south side, or does he join back with his friends on the north side in Riverdale and all that stuff, which is going to be a good, back and forth dilemma you have to think about.
Right.
And my third theory is I'm gonna say that Jughead and Betty do not get back together, but Betty and Archie are gonna get back together or get together, just because. Who's the only person that Betty tells the Black Hood, about the Black Hood calls? Not Jughead, Archie. Archie's the only one there who's trying to protect Betty. I mean, he's the one that's pretty much doing everything for her, from breaking up with Jughead to having that all emotion come out when he's talking to Jughead about Betty loved you and you go and do this, blah blah blah. I see them setting up something, and they set this up from season 1.
Right. It's a possibility. I'm not going to say you're an idiot for guessing that, but
I see Betty with Archie, and I see Jughead with Tony at the end of the season.
Maybe that's a possibility. I'm not ready to hang my hat on that one just yet.
Yeah. So we have a Bughead believer over here in Chance, don't we?
You do a Bughead believer.
Bughead believer forever. Hashtag Bughead believer.
Hashtag Bughead believers.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight on Riverdale Season 2, Episode 5, When a Stranger Calls. Recap show. Chance, go ahead and plug your Full Metal Trivia.
I actually have something different to plug this time.
Really?
Full Metal Trivia. And also, sorry, movie reviews on my personal channels. My review for Murder on the Orient Express will be out later tonight. Check me out on YouTube at Chance the Critic. See you guys next time. Either on this channel or on my channel. Most likely on this channel. But yeah, I'll be around.
More than likely it's going to be on this channel. Oh, guys, by the way, earlier on today, this man right here was in a Inner Geekdom tournament match. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Inner Geekdom match in the tournament today against Malcolm, and it was an interesting match, to say the least.
One word, or actually 2 words. Story time.
Story time. Go check that out, and especially when we get to round 2. Round 2 is where things get really interesting, and it's not just gameless.
And it goes that's something dirty. Maybe it was.
Maybe it was. Who knows? You have to watch to find out. Not gonna spoil you the results. Not gonna spoil to you what the word story time means, but check it out. It's a fun watch.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The Inner Geekdom tournament is continuing Sunday with, I'm not sure what Caleb has for Sunday, but the tournament will end on on November 30th at our Faction Wars event. Speaking of Faction Wars, WTS, that's right, it's the corporation taking on the NWO, and we're also going to crown a brand new movie trivia showdown movie champion. All right, guys, so check out everything, including the reactions, the movie reviews, our recap shows, and more. Like, share, subscribe, and check out Patreon at patreon.com/filmnerdtv. I'm Hunter. I'm a film nerd. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.